Mdaya. Hey, good morning. Aladwa, good morning.
Morning.
Tuwaahidi tu mashabiki zetu na hao ambao wanatarajia sisi tumeanza.
Albert, good morning. Now we want to proceed. The rest will be joining as we move on. We were in the process of revising or rather going through the parts of speech. We had so far done 7, and that is we've moved from nouns, we've moved from pronouns, we've moved from adjectives, we've moved from verbs, we've gone to adverbs, we've gone to we've so far done preposition, if I'm not wrong, which we did last week on Friday. And last but not least, we've done conjunctions. And remember, we said that they are 9 in number. So number 8 that we are supposed to go to is articles, and number 9 is interjection. So by now, because the assignment that I gave all of us was that we take the weekend to once again go through all these to understand what all these entail. So I want to believe that over the weekend, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, we went through nouns, pronouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, preposition, and conjunctions, so that we understand the notes better. The notes that I'm giving, or the definition that I'm giving, explanation that I'm giving, is just to reinforce whatever you already have in your books. And if there's something that we've done that you don't have in your book, that's a plus for you. You need to read it so that that time that such a thing will be taught, you are in a better position to understand it, because you'll be now listening to such explanation a second time. So I want you to take advantage of that and do the necessary. And the necessary is to sit down with the notes, sit down and analyze, understand the notes better, so that if a question comes from those notes, you are in a position to answer without any problem. So today we want to do the two. We want to do articles and we want to do interjection. Interjection is a 5-minute thing. We want to do articles. And just for your information, this I told you last week that there were 3 marks from articles. Something that is being done in Form 1 was set in a KCSE, the KCSE that the current Form 4s are doing in school. Some 1 week ago, they set 3 marks out of 15 marks of grammar. They set 3 marks from articles. So we want to do these articles. Then thereafter, we want to find an opportunity to look at those questions. I have them in my phone, to look at those questions, to find out if we are in a position to answer a KCSE paper. But for now, let's talk about articles. Articles. So when we talk about articles, we are actually referring to noun markers. Articles are noun markers. That's the simple definition of what an article is. They are noun markers. If you say the book, so there is an article used to mark this book, which is a noun. So we can say that articles are noun markers, or we say they are modifiers. Modifiers or determinants. Modifiers or determinants. So they are noun markers, they are modifiers, or they are determinants. And I'm giving an example with this. Example, the book. So the book is an article which is a determinant, determining the noun that is being talked about, which is the book. I don't want to take so much into the definition because this is something that we've done in Form 1 Term 1. My intention is basically to go direct to the types of articles. The types of articles. And we are saying that they are of 2 types. That one, we have definite article, and that 2, we have indefinite article. Now, when we are talking about definite article, when you're talking about definite article, something that is definite. If you talk about this pen has got a definite shape. Definite shape means a shape that can be talked about, a shape that can be described, a shape that is specific. But when you're talking about an indefinite, something that is indefinite is something that is irregular, it is not known, it's not specific, If, for example, if you say that so and so was given an indefinite suspension, indefinite suspension. So when you talk about indefinite suspension, it means that person has left for a suspension. The day that person is coming back is not specific, is not specified. It is not known. That's the meaning of indefinite. Indefinite basically means not known or not specific. So when you talk about definite article, then we are talking about specific articles that are specific. When you talk about indefinite articles, then they are articles that probably refers to nouns that are not specific, nouns that are not known. Look at this example. We'll discuss them, but I just want to give this example to just illustrate what I'm talking about. The man came yesterday. The man, so I'm using article there. Then I say a man came yesterday. If I say the man came yesterday, and another instance I say a man came yesterday, when I'm talking about the man came yesterday, it means I'm very specific to the man that I'm talking about. Very specific. It is definite. The man that I'm talking about is specific. I'm not guessing who came. If I say the man came, then it's known that the man that I'm referring to is both known to me, the speaker, and the listener. But if I say a man came yesterday, a man. So this is an article referring to this noun man, but not in a specific way. Because if I say a man came, which man? It's not very specific to the man that I'm referring to. And that's what is the definition, what all this is about. Indefinite, you are not specific. It's not known. Because if you ask me, after saying that a man came yesterday, which man is specific? I may not be in a position to tell. But if I say the man came yesterday, then I'm in a position to tell that the man I'm talking about is the same man that you saw here yesterday. So the man came yesterday, but a man came, not specific. So that's basically what it is with definite and indefinite article. When we're talking about definite article, we have article there. When we're talking about indefinite article, we have a and an. And that's where we want to start. We want to start with indefinite article. We want to start with the indefinite article. Nick, you have a question? Nick? Nick, you have a question? Your hand is up.
I would like you to pardon the meaning of definite articles.
Definite article. No, we are not. I'm just explaining so that we now start with the indefinite. But I'll give you the definition. That's why I'm starting with indefinite article so that we define what indefinite. Then we will come to definite. Don't be worried. So.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Yes.
okay. So let's start with indefinite article. We are starting with the number 2. Let's start with the indefinite article and say the term indefinite means not specific, stroke not known. The term indefinite means not specific, stroke not known. So the term indefinite means not specific or not known. We are talking about this one, not specific or simply not known. After saying what indefinite means, then we say indefinite articles, therefore, indefinite articles, therefore, refers to those that refers to an unknown noun. They are articles that refers to nouns that are not known, or referring to nouns in unspecific way. I'm saying that indefinite articles, therefore, are those articles that refers to unknown nouns or nouns that are not known, or referring to them, to the nouns, in unspecific way, or refers to those nouns in an unspecific way. After saying that, say that we have two types, two examples of indefinite, that is and an. We have two types of indefinite article, that is and an. Then the next thing we are saying, Nick, I'm still seeing your hands up. You have a question? Nick, you have a question? You don't?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't.
So we are saying that indefinite means not specific or not known. And then we are saying indefinite articles therefore means that these are articles that refers to an unknown nouns or nouns that are not known, or they are referring to nouns in an unspecific way. Then we are saying that we have two examples of indefinite articles. We said that we have a and an. Then the next point that I want us to say, that the use of a and an, a in quotes and an in quotes, the use of a and an depends, and this one is key, and I want us to pay attention. The use of a, whether we're using a or an, depends on the sound, and I want us to underline sound, depends on the sound produced at the beginning of a word. At the beginning of a word. At the beginning of a word. They refer to, their use depends on the sound that is produced at the beginning of a noun or a word. Full stop, continuation, say, a is used with words that begins with consonant sound. A is used with words that begins with consonant sounds. A is used with words that begins with consonant sound, while an is used with words that begins with vowel sound. And remember, I'm talking about sound. And I need to explain that because there's a point where we go wrong. While you are told about sounds, when you look at the letter, you now take the letter. Yet we are not interested in the letter. Let me use this side. I hope you can see this side. I am saying that article a is used with consonant sound, words that begins with consonant sound, while an is used with words that begins with vowel sound. If I have this word, university is a noun. And before even I talk about the university, I want to explain it in a broad way. You know that we have 26 alphabets, alphabetical letters. We have 26 alphabets. If I remove 5 from these 5 are the vowels, A, E, I, O, U. We remain with the 22 alphabets. But you see, The 21 that are remaining with these alphabets are what I am supposed to use with A. So I'm referring to the 21 alphabet sounds. I don't want to refer to them as alphabet letters because I'm not interested in the letters. I'm interested in the sounds that are produced. So a good example, look at this, my word, university. So if you're told to put an article before this, a student who will be looking at the letter, it is letter U. It is letter U. And if you look at our vowels, A, E, O, U, and we are saying that in vowels we use an. So a student who will put an here will have gotten it wrong. This student is telling you that for him, he's looking at the letter. But that's not the case. If you're reading this letter, which sound is it that is produced? University, U. So we are talking about this U is giving you letter, is giving you sound Y. So sound Y is now taking you to a consonant. Y is a consonant. So U changes to Y because we are looking at the sound. So university, like U. So university, the U changes to Y sound. And because Y is a consonant, we use A. So it is a university. That is if you're not specific. A university. You have eucalyptus. The eucalyptus tree. Obvious E is a vowel letter. So somebody will come here and say an eucalyptus is wrong because this student is looking at the letter. But here I'm saying, let us pay attention to the sound. It may be a letter that is different, but produces a different sound. So that sound is what is going to make us judge whether to use A or an. So eucalyptus here, the E and U is forming letter is sound Y. And sound Y is a consonant. So consonant we use A. So it is a eucalyptus tree. We planted a eucalyptus tree. You cannot say we planted an eucalyptus. So eucalyptus, the sound that is produced with E and U is Y. I hope that is understood. And that's why I insisted that let us underline the word sound, so that anytime you want to use A or an, we are paying attention to the sound that is produced at the beginning of that word, not the letter that is written there. And I've given an example with university. U, if you pick the letter, you're going to write an university. You get it wrong. If you read it, university, you hear the sound Y. Y is a consonant sound, so we take a university. Eucalyptus, the same. The sound that is produced is Y. Y is a consonant sound, we use a eucalyptus tree. I hope that is understood with regard to indefinite article. Let me go to definite article now. Definite article. The term definite, somebody was asking, I repeat the definition of definite, and I'm saying the term definite refers to being specific. The term definite refers to being specific or clearly known. The term definite means specific or clearly known. That's why we talk about this pen has got a definite shape. Definite means specific and known. So the term definite means specific or clearly known. Definite article, therefore, definite articles, therefore, refers, definite articles, therefore, Trevor, what is it? Trevor Jira, your answer up. Unmute, then talk. Yes, speak. Trevor. Okay, we've said that definite means specific, stroke clearly known, and we are saying that definite articles therefore refers to nouns that are specific or clearly known. Refers to nouns that are specific or clearly known. They refers to nouns that are specific or clearly known. Then you go ahead and say the definite article that you have is there. Definite article that we have is there. Definite articles that we have is there. Definite article that we have is there. Then I want to go to uses of definite article. Uses of definite article, in bracket there. So uses of there. Uses of definite article 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 there. So the first use of a definite article there first use of definite article there is used with things. Number one, things that exist only one in the universe. Things that exist only one in the universe. Things that only exist only one in the universe. Those that exist only one in the universe, e.g., the moon. Those that exist only one in the universe, e.g., the moon, the sun, the world, the earth. You only have one. Things that only exist one in the universe, e.g., the moon, the sun, the earth, all that. Number two, it is used before the names of some countries. Used before the names of some countries. So one, existence, only one. The number two, we are talking about names of some countries, e.g., the United States of America, the United Kingdom, the United States of America, the United Kingdom, the UK. So some names of some countries. The third use. When it's being mentioned a second time. When something is being mentioned a second time. When something is being mentioned a second time. Moses, your hands are up.
I would like you to pardon me and the meaning of definite articles.
The meaning of?
Definite articles.
Meaning of definite article?
Yes.
Hey. Definite article means, you know, these things I'm taking from my brain, not that there's somewhere that I've written them. Definite articles refers to articles that refers to nouns in specific or specific nouns, or that those that are clearly known. Nouns that are specific or nouns that are clearly known. That's what the function of a definite article, or what they are. Nouns that are specific or nouns that are clearly known. That's what we said. So we are looking at the uses of definite article. We are saying that one, it refers to those that exist only one in the universe. The sun. How many sun do we have? Only one. The moon, the star, the sky, such things. The names of some countries, the United Kingdom, the United States of America. Then when it's being mentioned a second time, like I will plant, e.g., I'm giving example, I will plant trees, full stop. The trees will be planted along the fence. The trees, I will plant trees. The trees will be planted along, I will plant trees. The trees, I will plant trees. Caleb.
I differ with you.
Yes?
I differ with that example you have given.
You?
I differ because you can give an example like a boy went to town. The boy bought some grapes.
So what are you saying?
Like I differ with what
Yes.
you have said because
Which one? I've said so many things.
no, what you have said about the third use of article there.
The third use, where it's being mentioned a second time.
Yeah.
I've not even given an example and you differ. I will
You have
plant
said the one for
See, that's the example I'm giving here.
yes.
So you pay attention, then you bring your side, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying I will plant trees. Dash trees will be planted along the line or along the fence. Then you're told to use a definite article. Caleb, which one will you use here?
I'll use there.
You use?
But see the first one excuse me, Chair. See, the first one should be a tree. But then the second time you mentioned the trees. Is it like that?
The first one is?
The first one you should use article there. Article A first.
Yeah. Then the second
Then the
one?
second time you use there.
Why?
Like the first time you're mentioning a boy went to town. Then the second time you say the boy bought some fruits.
Caleb. Caleb.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yes.
This KCSE
Yes.
2022. Yenye
Mm.
walifanya last week. Waliset vibaya.
Sijui. Sijaona hadi.
I'm telling you. See, I'm telling you because I have it here. I told you that I have an example of KCSE. You want me to read for you?
Yes.
Good. I'm opening it. This is the KCSE. Can you see it?
Yeah, I cannot see the writings.
You can't see the writings. I want you to see whether it's written KCSE or what.
I've seen.
Let me open for you. Fill in the blank spaces with either a or an or the. Are you getting that?
Yes.
Where is that? Where is that? Are you going away next week? Are you going away next week? No. Somebody responds, no. Dash week after next week. You're going to use?
The week.
The week after next week. Where is the first instance? Where is the article are?
It's not there.
It's not there?
Mm.
Thank you. So I will plant trees. The trees, so it means I'm referring to these trees. It was mentioned initially. So when I want to mention it a second time, I don't use a or an, I use the trees. So it means the trees that I'm referring to was already mentioned in the first instance. Caleb, unaelewa hiyo? Caleb, are you there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You don't need to use, it's not necessary that you use article are here for you to use there, the other side. I already said I will plant trees. And I'm saying that articles are used as markers of nouns. So tree is a noun here, right? Or trees are noun in plural, isn't it? So if I'm mentioning the same trees a second time, I'm being specific. The trees, it means the trees that I'm referring to, you now know. The trees that I say that I'll plant. Caleb, umeelewa hiyo maneno?
Yes.
Shelton. Shelton?
Sure.
Yes.
My question is about the uses of the article there.
Yes.
If we can use it before adjectives that represent a group of people.
If you can use?
If you can use the article there before adjectives that represent a group of people.
Like?
Like the poor or the rich. The poor or the rich.
Uh-huh.
Is
Are
that
you asking?
correct?
That's
or...
one use of article.
Yes.
Yes, but we are still listing the uses of articles.
Okay.
We are not done. We are actually, I'm on the third and there are 7, around 8. Right?
Okay.
Alicia,
Yes.
you also have a question. Then we move on.
Shai was saying without using the article there, we can also say, I will plant trees, they will be planted along the fence.
Without using, right?
Yes.
But you are now saying you are now looking at the uses of definite article there. That one is an option.
Yes,
But
I was
if you're
saying,
told,
yeah.
but if you're told to use fill in the blanks using article, which one will you use? The trees, right?
Right, article there.
Exactly.
Yes.
Thank you. The fourth use. We are moving on. The fourth use of article there. Used with the surnames. It is used before the surnames. The Johnsons. The Johnsons. The Matthews. That's the fourth use. The fifth use of article there is what somebody talked about, to adjective to refer to a group of people, before adjective to refer to a group of people, before adjective refer to a group of people, like what he said, the poor, the rich, the vulnerable, such things. The sixth use of article there. Yes, when what is being referred to, is known to both the speaker and the listener. When Trevor, you mute. When what is being said is known to both the speaker and the listener. And that's the example that I started with when I was giving examples or the functions of example of what a definite article and indefinite articles are. When you say, the man came here yesterday. The man came here yesterday. So this is the man that I'm referring to. It must be that you also know the man that I'm talking about. Otherwise, I'll not be so bold enough to use the. If this person that I want to refer to is not known to you, the speaker, I'll say a man came here yesterday. So that's why I'm not specific. But if I want to be specific and I know that you know that the man that I want to talk about, I'll say the man came here yesterday. So these are just few issues or the uses of definite article. Up to that point, I want us to look at the cases that I've just read one of what was said. Fill in the blanks using either are or the. And you said, are you going away next week? Question mark. Then that person responds, no, comma, dash, week after, next week. So next week is being mentioned a second time. That's what I was talking about when Caleb wanted to get some clarification. If something is being mentioned a second time, then we must now be specific. The first time this person is saying, are you going away next week? So next week is what we want to mention a second time. Then this person is saying, no, the week after next week. So next week is being mentioned a second time. We use article the. Masika has a part-time job. Full stop. He works 3 mornings dash week. It will be, anybody who knows that? I hope you can write this now. Just further information of articles. You can write this down somewhere. Fill in the blanks using either are or the. Fill in the blanks using either are or the. Then the first one, Roman 1, open quotation. Roman 1, open quotation. Are you going away next week? Are you going away next week? Are you going away next week? Question mark, close quotation. Question mark, close quotation. Then kando yake, open quotation, say no, N capital. Say no, comma, dash week after next week. Dash week after next week. Full stop, close quotation. And we are saying next week has been mentioned the first time when that person is asking the question. When you're mentioning next week again, you now be specific. You use definite article. You use definite article. Godwin.
We use the.
We use the, right? Okay. Now Roman 2. Masika has a part-time job. Part-time job. Masika has a part-time job. Full stop. Continuation. He works 3 mornings dash week. He works 3 mornings dash week. Full stop. He works 3 mornings dash week. Itakuwa gani? Wacha nisikie Opati. He works 3 mornings
A week.
He works 3 mornings a week. Good one. Roman 3. Learning how to play dash guitar is not easy. Learning how to play dash guitar is not easy. Learning how to play dash guitar is not easy. Nichukue nani? Nichukue Alois Boa.
Learning how to play the guitar is not easy.
The guitar. So that's the 7th use of article there. Used with musical instruments. Used with musical instruments. It is used with musical instruments like guitar, piano, tambourine, all that. So when you have the rules that governs the use of the and the use of are, you are in a position to understand when and where to use are or an. I think that is taken into consideration. Godwin Mashira, you have a question?
No.
Okay, Alois Boa, your hand's still up.
Can we use it also in when representing a nationality for someone.
Yes. The Japanese. Right?
Yes.
There are so many. I may not give you all of them. I just wanted to give you 7. There are so many uses of article there. This is just an eye opener so that you know that there's uses of, and that's what they test. And I wanted to use these 3 examples in KCSE to let you know that these things, they set them even in the KCSE. So,
Thank you.
so that's what I wanted to say today. As far as articles are concerned, with this, that answers up. Caleb.
Can use in physical features like the Rift Valley.
You can use
The
them
Tana
with the
River.
features, the River Nile, the Indian Ocean, the Rift Valley, the Trans-Saharan trade. There are so many uses of them. I'm just saying that I've given 7. But if you look keenly, there are about 12 uses of article there. So after giving you 7, it is your work to look for the remaining 5. Also, who is this? Moses. So we want to very fast go to interjections, just to mention a few things. Interjections. Interjections. Now, an interjection is used, an interjection. I want you to mute. Caleb, mute. Lois, mute. Now, an interjection. Caleb, your hands are still up.
So I wanted to ask if the one for articles, can they ask give 3 examples or 4 examples of uses of article there?
Can
they ask an exam give 4 uses
they cannot?
of article there?
They cannot. That's a question that cannot be asked. You see how they've asked these questions in the KCSE. That
Yes.
either use in other cases they tell you use indefinite articles to fill in the blanks. Use the indefinite articles to fill in the blanks. So the first thing that these people are testing, do you know the indefinite articles? Yes, you've known that indefinite articles are "are" and "an." The next question is, do you know when to use "are" and when to use "an"? Are you getting that? So there's no question that you can be asked, give the uses, 4 uses of indefinite article. But from how they've said, they'll be testing if you know the uses of definite article. They'll be testing if you know the uses of indefinite or definite articles. Now we are saying that interjections are used, words used to show feelings or emotions. They are used to show feelings or emotions. Interjections are used to show, I'm just summarizing, they are used to show feelings or emotions. The second thing we say, we use exclamation mark after them. We use exclamation marks after them. The emotions, stroke feelings, may either be positive or negative. The emotions or feelings may either be positive or negative. Interjections, the emotions that you are showing, they may be positive or negative. One may use interjection to show surprise. One may use interjection to show surprise, shock, gratitude,
Anger.
Anger, those things, etc. Then I want you to give example like bravo, like hurrah, like ouch, show pain, etc.